Alright, so I have no idea just how motivational this is about to be.
I'm the librarian, and I came to read.
But yeah, you guys, before I start getting into this overpouring of emotions that my ass is about to do, I want to make sure you guys remember that my ebook is still online if you want to read my poetry and get to know what's going on inside my crazy ass mind, which I'm about to talk about. Go head on over to Amazon.com. The link is in the description box. Get your life, read it, tell me what you think. So I decided to go ahead and make a video about this topic because I feel like a lot of people will be able to relate. I feel like this video is kind of going to be a little bit more selfish just because it's kind of for my benefit, just to see if I can get any resources. I really want to hear other people's thoughts on if they've experienced something, or I know people experience this, like it's a fact. I just want to know how they deal with it. So when I think about my big ass brain and my academic ass brain and the fact that I always need stimuli to distract me from a bunch of emotions that are flowing through my goddamn soul, when I think about the fact that I use work to distract myself from actually processing trauma or emotions and shit like that, when I think about that and I take that brain, imagine that brain that I described, okay? I just described to you that she always, my brain, Miss Girl, she always needs something to do. She needs something to occupy her time so she don't sink into places that she don't need to be. Bitch, I built up walls, I built up emotional walls so that my ass like, okay girl, this is a designated area, bitch, and whatever you have to do, you just stay your ass here, okay? I don't know why your ass is wandering and shit like that, but girl, whatever you have to do, I built this motherfucking fortress for your ass to stay right here, okay? I don't know where you come off thinking that you're gonna be outside of the fence, like you're gonna wander outside of the living room trying to go into the kitchen. Bitch, I put your ass in the motherfucking living room. I put your ass in this fence for a reason. I have no idea why you want it. So when I'm describing that brain that I just told you about, the girl that always needs something to do, it gets very discouraging when she does not have shit to, when there's nothing to do, when I have to sit my ass down. I'm talking about if I'm not working on this, I'm working on that. If I'm not making a video, I'm editing one. If I'm not writing a motherfucking blog, I'm making a motherfucking podcast. You see what I'm saying? If I'm not checking out what's going on in my old ass university, I'm watching a TV show, I'm probably gonna review that motherfucking TV show. Like, girl, she must always have something to do, because if she don't, it's gonna be some problems. It's gonna be some problems, okay? So I have no idea what to call it other than anxiety. It's like, girl, and you know, every once in a while, there will come a time where my day is over and the sun has set. And when the sun sets, girl, when the sun sets, you better run for cover, sis. If I'm not fucking sleeping, or if I'm not having fun with my friends, or if I'm not working on something, if the sun has set and there's nothing fucking to do, like on a Monday night and everybody else is fucking sleeping because they have to wake up for work tomorrow, like I can't call my friends because they over here, they have a different life than I do. It's like, girl, my brain don't know what the fuck to do. I will literally, I'm like, girl, there is nothing for me to process. There's nothing for, this is why my brain is sitting up here in my skull thinking, there's nothing for me to process. There's nothing for me to do. Why the fuck am I still awake? If you know, you're not using me for something, girl. It's like a computer says, you don't have her on if you ain't gonna use her, girl. Let her do some type of a project, sis. Work on an essay, girl. Why you have this TV on? Why you have this why you have this computer on if you ain't gonna use her? And so, like, when Miss Girl is sitting up there in my skull, and I'm like, this is a really heavy topic, but you know how I talk. I'm just trying to lighten the subject. When Miss Girl is sitting up there in my skull and she's just like idle, bitch, she will make me think of certain scenarios that I've been through or I've lived through and just repeat them over and over. Or she will, since she don't have shit to do and it's night and I'm staring at the motherfucking ceiling, I can't go to goddamn sleep, she will think about the future, the choices that I have to motherfucking make, the decisions that lay ahead of me, the mistakes I've made in the past, how I can motherfucking learn from my failures. She will make me scared of failure. She will run through possibilities 10, 100, 1,000 times just because, and I feel like it's simply just because she don't have shit to do. She's sitting up there in my motherfucking skull with nothing to do. Like there's literally nothing to do at 2, 3 o'clock. Everybody else on Twitter is motherfucking sleep. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing. I'm sitting up here watching a motherfucking movie trying to distract myself or something, but at the same time, I'm thinking about the fact that my ass has to wake up early, get some work done, while at the same time thinking about parts of my social life and shit like that. Like, she will find something to do if I don't give her something to do, and she gonna overload herself. And it's not every single night, but on particular night, I can tell, like, oh girl, here it comes. Especially if I feel sad or depressed at one, here it comes. I can always tell when I will have, I guess I'll call it a wave of anxiety. I can always tell when it's coming. And it's so annoying because, like, it will, I don't know what it is, a tightness in my chest. It's like a fucking cloud of despair, bitch. If you guys have watched the finale of Love at First Night, when Jaden was describing how he felt when he was stuck in his bed, girl, y'all need to watch it. Get Slay TV, y'all need to subscribe. But the thing that he was describing, like a cloud of despair just coming over him, and he's just like, girl, I don't have the energy to fight it, so I'm just let it overtake me. Like, girl, when that cloud, I can feel the raindrops coming, I said, oh sis, you know what, girl, let me get my ass in the bed or something, bitch, because tonight is not gonna be cute. I just know when it comes. It doesn't only just affect me during those times, it affects me when I'm awake. Sometimes too, I'll be thinking about 10 things at the same fucking time, and it's just like I lose track of everything, and then I have to pull myself back together and just focus on one at a time. Or it will affect me in my dreams, because Miss Girl, if she's active while she's awake, you best believe she gonna be active at night, girl. These dreams be so goddamn realistic. I said, girl, if you don't shut the fuck up, girl, Miss Brain, this needs to be titled the roast of AdrianXpression's brain or something, bitch. I don't know. So now is the part where I asked you guys, like, girl, what if you do experience kind of the same things that I do, what are some of the ways that you deal with this shit? Because, girl, I am tired of it, and I feel like if I don't address it properly, which scares me even more, it will just get worse. Okay, it will just get worse. And I know I'm one to tell everybody, oh, go get help and do what you got to do, but sometimes it's hard to practice what you preach. But one of the ways that I find kind of helps me deal with it is to talk it out. I mean, I have my friend Gio, who's honestly probably watching this shit right now. But Gio, he lives in South Florida. And you know, a lot of the times, he might be asleep some of the times I call him or text him, because it'd be 3, 4 o'clock in the fucking morning when my mind is racing. But a lot of the times he'll be able to, because he deals with the same exact things. And of course I can call Justin, I'm standing in his goddamn house. But I think Gio experiences almost the same thing that I do, like the very exact same thing. So I'm able to like text him and we'll talk it out. And some of the things I be thinking in my mind, the shit that my mind is racing about, it's fucking illogical, and I'm able to like sit down and text him and talk all that shit through and come to a little epiphany moment every single time. So I feel like that is one of my main ways of dealing with this shit. One of my other ways was writing, and it continues to be, because as I promoted my ebook in the beginning of this video, as you guys know, and also I'm working on another one. So I like writing the shit out and just processing that shit. But sometimes I think my fault, like my flaw, comes when I'm just gonna be lazy. I'm just gonna let this shit over. And I don't think I should call it a fault. I don't think I should call it a flaw. But sometimes I'm just like I don't have the capacity to deal with this shit. Like, so I just lay down, I either stress myself out some more, I might shed some tears, but it's just the fact there's this big ass motherfucking blob in my skull, and she's causing me, like, just maybe it's an imbalance of chemicals, maybe whatever it is, the neurons are fucking up. She's causing me to think like a dumbass, or to just cause my thoughts to just race endlessly. And it's just like, girl, considering a bunch of the shit that I've dealt with and I've had to deal with, and the trauma of my life and the intensity of my childhood, I can understand why maybe she's like, okay, girl, maybe she had to deal with a bunch of shit, like she was on demand type of tease, like she was like dealing with the shit left and right in childhood. She was dealing with the shit during my college career, and now that all that shit is over, it's just like, girl, okay, let me take a break. Or she's like letting off some fumes or some steam or some shit. I don't know. I'm trying to think about it. But yeah, I ask any of you who deal with this shit, what are some of the ways that you handle yourself so you won't go off the edge, so you won't feel like you're losing your mind? Because some nights I feel like, girl, I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose it. Like, girl, there's no other way to, like, I'm gonna lose my shit. So that's why I appreciate friends like Justin, friends like Gio, who are able to pick up the phone and talk me through certain things. So I would love to know what you guys do and how you guys handle it. But yeah, you guys leave that in the comments, and also leave what you think we should talk about next Motivation Monday in the comments as well. Check out everything in my description box. I want you guys to get your life. I'm also expanding the brand over at patreon.com/AdrianXpression. So please check it out. Adrian Army is here to stay. I love you guys, and have a good goddamn evening as usual.